What's up? Soup sandwich on the road with my best bud here, Josh Wigley. He's a remainder on soup sandwich. You get a little bit of traction. You ready for your spotlight?
Let's hit it.
So I wake up Christmas morning, and typically my Christmases I don't get tons of gifts, obviously, because I'm the one giving the gifts. Me and my wife.
He does all the shit he wants during the year himself.
I buy some stuff during the year that I want. But out of the stocking, I open up an envelope, and it is a letter from my wife, Allison, gifting me a trip to see Josh out here in Telluride, Montrose, Telluride. That's where Josh lives. It's beautiful mountain ranges. What are the mountains called? There's a lot of them.
The San Juan.
San Juan, beautiful. So we didn't really have anything planned right out of the gate, but Josh did have a snowmobiling excursion that we were going to do. Right, it was awesome. So we get there, really cool. There's a dog sled about to take off with some kids. I don't even know if that's legal, but it happened.
Two states.
It happened. So and then we get on the snowmobiling excursion, and it's really cool. We meet some people. Meet a guy named Landon Huffman. He's also a podcaster. He's a race car driver. Guy's pretty cool. His family's pretty cool. I beat him in a race on the snowmobile. You don't remember that?
No, I think that's a fabrication.
Actually, we couldn't even pass.
I think he went the fastest.
I really wanted to race him. So Landon, next time we're out there, we're racing. So everybody check out his all his stuff. It's at Landon Huffman. And he's got a lot of cool shit. I looked at it yesterday, some funny stuff. So we're gonna be doing some stuff with him in 2024. It's gonna be really cool. So we do the excursion, right? It was awesome. And then Josh is right now in his life is he's been stopped drinking for 4 years now.
A little over 4 years.
Over 4 years. That we know that I'm not in that mental state right now. If not, I drink. It's all soup sandwich is all about drinking. So, anyways, he tolerates me to drink around him. But we didn't do a lot of drinking this week. What we did was I did some cupping. He's got some electrical cupping things that are pretty fucking awesome. I got bruises all over my body. We did an ice bath, 33 degrees. That was fucking terrible. But it was awesome to do, but it was terrible.
It's not great.
And he did it in a Yeti cooler. So I look like a sardine, in a fucking box.
I think we all do, man.
Yeah.
But I'm only 5'8", though, so.
You're 5'8"?
Yeah.
You walk around like you're 6'2", though.
It's about how you carry yourself, right?
I hear you. So he goes, hey, you know what? There's this hot springs place, what's it called? Orvis Hot Springs, right? So he's like, we're going to do a cold plunge there, and then we get out, do a sauna, and then get in the hot springs. And, you walk in this place, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't look like much, right? It's a, double wide trailer, welded together by JB Weld, right? The guy in there that's checking us in absolutely looks like he belongs on a list somewhere. And Josh's whole idea on this is he's been here before, but his whole idea is it's serenity and touching the earth with your feet for 6 minutes, right? Is it 6 minutes?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. So touching the earth with your feet for 6 minutes, getting in the sauna, do 20-25 minutes in the sauna, do 20 minutes in the warm springs, do 5-10 minutes in the cold plunge, which I can tell you, their cold bath was not near 33 degrees. It was probably 50 degrees. So it was, I could do that for 10 minutes easy.
Sure.
So we go in the locker room, and Josh, he brushed over the fact that this was a closed optional fucking facility, okay? But he's been before. So he's like, you might see somebody naked every now and then. That's it. Most people are wearing shorts, and obviously he goes in a time where there's not a lot of people there. off season. So he goes, right? Am I saying it right?
You're 100%. I go during off season.
And how many people are usually there?
At max 15.
15 people. And this is a decently big property. So if there's 15 people, you know, there's maybe 2, maybe 3 people in each area of this place. So you're not running a lot of people, so you do get a lot of me time, right? So my idea was, we're about to get in the sauna. We're about to go over fucking goals for 2024. We're going to sweat it out. We're going to talk about, you know, what we want to accomplish. We're going to get some real good bonding in. We're going to get some awesome goal setting in and really hold each other accountable.
A little healing, too. A little healing.
What now?
A little self-healing, too.
Self-healing, yes. You know, Warm Springs. That's where fucking FDR went, right?
That's it.
But he was in Georgia, so
Better water.
GA, baby. All right, so here's what happened. So we go in the locker room. The locker room in this place was about a 7x7 locker room.
Tight quarters.
That's right. There's 2 small benches, shelves with boxes or blocks in them where you can put your stuff, 2 showers and 1 toilet. Right. We go in there, and the first guy that's in there is, you know, this is a locker room, so dudes, you know, get naked and get dressed in locker rooms. So this is kind of normal. But the dude was celebrating it a little bit.
Was he running around a little bit?
Man,
you
saw him, dude. He was just like talking, saying, hey, this is not my stuff. The towel was fucking completely on the ground.
I forgot about that interaction.
The guy's beard looked like it had, you know, nest in it. Bird nest.
When I asked him the question, and he didn't turn around, I knew he was overly engaged.
Man, I'm telling you, man, he was just fucking naked as fuck, having a conversation. And like I said, you know, big beard, big hippie dude, right? So we get in our bathing suits, we go out, and there's a cold tub, then there's a little hot springs tub, right? It's just like a
little lobster pot.
Lobster pot. That's what they call it, right?
So, yeah.
And I look to the right, there's this really very large hot springs where, you know, lots of people could be in it. And then down below there's another one. And then there's another one that's a little bit smaller than that. And it's for like no talking. It says quiet pond or whatever. It's just, you know, no talking. So we go right into the sauna. The sauna looks like what you would think in a cabin type area, old school. Got the radiator thing there, pouring the water on there. Me and Josh walk in there. There is a chick that's probably my age, probably 40, mid 40s, completely clothed, you know, or bathing suit. And then there's a woman that's probably in her mid 60s, and she's, you know, in the position of meditation. What do you call that when you're
chakra?
I don't know, but she's in that, and she got her eyes closed. You can tell she's in a meditation type state. Like, everything's good, man. Josh sits down. I sit down. I sit down on the corner right by the door where other people can walk in, right? And everything's good. So we're in there for 3-4 minutes, right? And another guy walks in there, and that's the first dick, because he's completely naked, and he chooses to sit right next to Josh. Like, he's right there. Josh,
without a towel.
No towels. No nothing. He didn't even come in there with a towel.
Balls on deck.
He didn't come in there with a towel. Yes. His dick definitely got burned.
Balls on deck were what happened.
So he's like, both of their knees are touching each other, you know? So I'm like, man, I felt sorry for Josh because he's touching knees with a naked dude.
Well,
you know
I was
what I mean?
skeeved out anyways. Like, I had a massive puddle of sweat. I've done a lot of sauna time, and usually that is dried up.
Sure.
But the wood was so saturated.
Right.
It just made it like a disgusting experience. And yes, the dude's knee was touching me. And the reason that is because I couldn't put my foot in the sweat, and I had to fucking bend it a different way. So I had to like almost touch this dude's knee, which was...
So then the older lady goes in and she freshens up the pot a little bit. She throws some waters in it, and it fucking heats up fast. You know, this bitch walks out after she does it, you know, and then she walks in like three minutes later, back in, gets in her seat, right? Right after her, another dick comes in, completely naked, his girlfriend, completely naked. They sit right across from me, right? So now there's 2 dicks in there, right? Another dude walks in there 2 minutes later, completely fucking naked. And all these dudes are hippie dudes, man, you know. And so there's 3 dicks in there. And this is the most dicks that I have ever been encounter with that at this close quarters, right?
At one time in a live setting.
It's not that I was uncomfortable here, but it was getting sketchy, right? So then another guy walks in, dicked out. He sits down in the lower the tier below me, right? And he is leaning his back up against my knees, and that's when I fucking said, that's done.
I'm in.
I'm out, right? You're not using my knees as a fucking backrest. Sorry, dude. You know, you and your fucking dick. Now there's 4 fucking dicks in here. I get up. I'm like, hey, that's it. It's about 12 minutes. I'm in there 12 minutes. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. So it was good. I'm like, this is enough. This is too many dicks. You know, I'm hot enough. So I walk outside. Josh follows me, right? And 2 dicks walk in. So now I wasn't in there, but 2 more dicks walk in. So there was 6 dicks in there at the same time, right? 1 pair of titties, 6 dicks. That's it.
It heated up pretty quickly.
It did. So we go down to and by the way, in the lobster bowl now, there's 5 people naked in that motherfucker, 3 dicks in there. So the dick count now is up to 9, right? And we go down to the bigger, the middle one, and there's probably 30 people in this fucking place, right? In the fucking that one pond, and there are a lot of dicks in there. I'm just guesstimating on this one, but there had to have been at least 7 more dicks in there, right? So we're at 16 dicks.
When we say that, we're talking about this people with no clothes on.
That's right.
And it's mostly dudes.
No, that's why I'm saying dicks, because you can see their fucking dicks.
Your memory of the encounter is so acute, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm actually impressed.
Boy, oh my God. You know, it's burning in my brain. And by the way, I paid $30 for this, right? $28. Yeah. No taxes. 28 flat out the door. Mr. Rogers made me fucking sign a piece of paper.
He just wanted to be.
He did like Mr. Rogers a little bit. That's funny. So we're at 16 dicks now. We go down to the lower pond, and Josh walks straight to the silent one, right? There's 2 old ladies in there. This was probably the best time there because it was silent, pretty decently warm. It wasn't hot springs, it was warm springs. And we sitting there for about 10, 15 minutes. It was cool. We go over to the lower pool, and there were another 4 or 5 dicks there. So let's go 4, not overestimate. So we're at 20 dicks now.
We're at a lot of dicks.
20 dicks, right? So I get out of that, and I go, yeah, I'm just done. He goes, Josh says, you're done with this pool? I go, no, I'm done with this fucking place, man. I'm done with this place. You know. So we go up, and we were going to kind of check the sauna in that little lobster bowl area again, and that place was full. And this dude gets out of the fucking pool, out of the hot springs, and that's 21 dicks. But this dick right here could have saved at least 6 people on the Titanic as a flotation device. At least 6 people.
He was proud of himself.
Oh man, and he was talking in normal lingo, like he was like talking politics, like asking Nancy how the kids. Hey, how are the kids? How's college going? Just fucking dick out. Just not even in the springs. He was completely out.
He had done that before.
Oh my God.
For sure.
You know, these dudes were trying to get laid. They weren't Serenity. They were trying to get laid. And this guy was not in the springs. He was out, and he was talking fucking normal jargon, buddy.
Swinging a hammer, too.
Oh man. I'm telling you.
Good for him.
Well, good for him, but man, it got pretty close to me. And he was 4 feet away, and it got pretty close to me. I said, God damn. So I had to leave that motherfucker.
I would have saved you if you would have got attacked by it.
By the dick?
Yeah.
Man, it'd have taken both of us. I'm telling you.
Good for him.
Yeah, man. All in all, the day was successful. We're heading out to Moab, Utah right now. We're going to do some 4-wheeling.
We are.
It's going to be fun. I'm happy that Josh invited me. The dicks was an experience. Maybe the next time I go to one of those places, I'll go to one that just not so many dicks. Because I feel like that place is great with no people in it.
That was fantastic.
You know?
I've never had a bad experience, but that hurt me.
I'm not even saying it was a bad experience. It was just too many dicks.
It was.
You know? It wasn't a bad experience. It was just too many dicks.
For me.
Yes, absolutely. There's people out there that they know, we've already said the name, they're going to fucking fly there and go there, and that's fine. I love it. Well, you know, support them. Support them. But they are cool with dicks. You know what the fucking thing is? There was kids there. There were
that's
fucking
just-
kids there, man. There were kids.
I
I'm not
forgot.
talking about like teenagers. I'm talking about fucking kids, like 8-year-olds.
Kids that know how to spend like $10, so they that's where they're at in life. They're like, I got $10.
Yeah, and they don't pick the $10 item. They pick 20, 50-cent items. You know what I mean?
Yes, or candy or something.
Yeah.
Like they're not 2 Oreos over $10,000.
Absolutely. Which I thought was fucking odd. Walking around there, but hey, granddaddy, can we go to the pool? Like, yeah, go to those dicks over there.
Weird, man. It just hits so many weird levels so quickly.
Lots of dicks. And here's the thing. Wasn't a lot of titties. Not tons of them.
I didn't. I'm so tuned out, but I wouldn't want to see any of them there.
They were great. They were great. And for all you cannabis lovers, there are a lot of cannabis places up here.
Just running that whole
Lots of
building.
them. I mean, they're everywhere. Probably making some cheddar too. These places, man, they're like 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours apart, and when you get there, there's nothing there.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's
Natarita.
It is nowhere. I'll tell you this: we can't put this podcast out right now. There ain't no fucking damn service to do it.
You're away from
All right.
McDonald's.
So we'll I'll do some more podcasting. I'll do some more content when we get to Moab. We'll do another little podcast up there. We'll show you some shit. But this is a Soup Sandwich on the road. Love y'all. Have a great 2024. I'm going to set your goals, hit them. Love y'all.